you're working as deputy head IPTSE at ABTC. So what is your experience there and the role exactly?
Hello everyone, and thank you IPTHECON for having me here. Yes, I am Deputy Head in IP and Projects in European Business Technology Center, which is EBTC. My role is there leading the Europe India IP Forum and the activities related to it, and generating related, you can say, revenue related activities as well, pursuing various project leads with the state government or the central government in the EU business corridor.
Okay, what does EBTC exactly do?
So EBTC, as in 2009 onwards, it has been started by the EU, European Union, as 15 of the EBTs they were started globally. So their focus was to give the market access in respective jurisdictions or the territories for the European companies or the industries. As one of the motive of this EU is this EBTC as well in the India. But in 2016 onwards, this EBTC has been transitioned into not-for-profit organization with the objective of not only facilitating European industry but facilitating Indian stakeholders as well in the EU-India business corridor. Exactly.
And so IP is the major work portfolio of your.
Yes, for me, it's a major work portfolio because if we'll see any market access thing or technology related to it in the entire value chain, IP will come eventually.
Totally.
As EU industry is very pro for filing IP and then using as for technology transfer or licensing or generating the revenues, right? But in as India is moving towards at that level wherein we are calling ourselves as a knowledge economy or the 5 trillion economy, to achieve that level, we need to have these kind of companies who are pro for IP, who know are especially our relevant stakeholders who know how to use IP, right?
Okay.
And then further in technology upgradation or getting the or creating innovative technology frameworks and creating of course IP and then going for the standards, I'll say eventually.
That's great actually. And both India and Europe need these kind of things.
Absolutely. As in current economy, you will say India is one of the fastest growing, of course, but see the market consumption.
Right.
Any country right now after the Ukraine war and then earlier COVID pandemic and the current situation of this Turkey earthquake, right? So if you see in this entire situation, India has emerged as that country who have a very good mass adoption of any technology, skilled manpower we are seeing, and that innovative that ecosystem
As
which
a
is
new
very
face.
open, which is
Yeah.
very open to adopt ideas
Totally.
and to work with other stakeholders, right? That's why so many companies are coming in, and as Modi government has already started this manufacturing, so many manufacturing related initiatives, and various state governments are open for bringing in other collaborators or the companies who want to jointly create ventures in here and then creating IPs, joint ownership of IPs. Yeah.
So I guess by the all everything you told me, this work is beneficial both for India and Europe. What are some things like the best parts you like?
So best parts, I'll say establishing those kind of frameworks wherein you can manage expectation of both side parties, right? Both sides relevant stakeholders. So generally, whatever we create, it's government has created something, state government has created something, lot many schemes or something. Only one stakeholder is asking something, but other one is not getting enough information or not able to participate at all. So what's the use of that? So on these kind of issues and challenges, I have worked in Ministry of Electronics and IT as well. So managing IP portfolio in there as a patent engineer in CTech, of course. So therein I saw various issues and challenges which startups are facing, like they're not able to do the POCs, relevant POCs, and then they are not able to get the exact relevant you can say market stakeholders, right? Finding out the relevant key stakeholders, then going for the mass adoption, right? So these are the various issues and challenges. So based on that, I mean, herein when I came to EBTC managing EPO and other project sites, so I saw there are few concepts like Living Lab in Amsterdam Innovation Arena inspired by there, but this concept has actually started from MIT first time, right? But this Amsterdam Innovation Arena, you can say it's a world's first self-sustainable ecosystem, innovation ecosystem, wherein everyone is getting in the win-win situation. So there is everything for someone. So city is able to get the relevant solutions from the small, medium size or the big players who are in a place able to do the POCs, and based on the demand driven thing, so they are giving you the relevant solution, right, for a city. So similarly in India we have smart city mission, who wants to have so-called 100 smart cities. So we say livable cities, not just the smart cities, right? So they are in for if you,
that's a better term.
Exactly. So we say smart are the people, and we need to have livable cities before we are going for the concept of smart cities, right? So likewise, central government has initiated so many manufacturing scheme, right? Ultimate goal is what? To have that kind of IP ecosystem, innovation ecosystem, right?
IP is the future.
Exactly. But if we are telling importance of IP using the jargons, technical jargons, ultimate users are
because people get scared, actually.
True, because earlier we always believe on the Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, right? So we are open knowledge ecosystem, but if we want to compete in this current scenario, we have we have enough talent, we have enough skill, but we need to create that kind of mindset in the people, that even the students, the beginners, right?
The
Roots basically. We have to pass all these values, that yes, you need to respect for IP. Then because you are the future owners who are actually going to create IP in futures, right? So that's we believe in, and that's a work I like, because I heard, full freedom to adopt various frameworks, then doing the outreach for relevant stakeholders, and we have been able to establish first successful living lab in IIIT Hyderabad with the MeitY support of MeitY as a founding partner, state of Telangana.
That comes to our next question. While doing all this, did you face any personal, professional challenge or anything, and your way of overcoming it?
Yes, see, it's on us. Issues and challenges everywhere we'll see, because when I've started on that project, especially we have conceived that project, COVID has started. So big question mark, no meetings are happening, nothing is happening. How you will take this forward? But we have got the approval for this one during the COVID time, because what I see, this COVID pandemic has provided us an opportunity of digitalization.
Right.
The people who are not able to come in a single place because of their meetings and other differences, because of this digital framework, they're not traveling everywhere. Yes, so they're able to come a single place, and truly I think everyone is seeing this as a benefit, that now we are of course going on the hybrid mode. You need to have physical interactions, in-person meetings, but of course COVID has given us an opportunity. But yes, going for the outreach, convincing the people.
Physical touch is needed.
Exactly, but convincing the people, I'll say that's the most important part. Whether you are going in government, whether you are going for students, whether you're going for faculties, I'll say for faculties even, they always go for the publications, whether they are universities or their schools. But our ultimate goal is also to convince them why not to use the freely available you can say patent information resources, which are actually very good resource to enhance your knowledge, to identify the opportunities for the industry, and then collaborate with the industry will come to you
rather than going to a publication.
Exactly, because we should be having that kind of, we always say that we need to have that strong tie between industry and academia.
Building an ecosystem for
Exactly.
Also, you're an honorary advisor for IPTSE. Like, why do you think there's a key point that students or a working professional, anyone should register for it, and their benefits for that?
I will say, I see as an immense benefits in this one, because if you'll say, many universities are working alone. They are establishing the ties. If you're a big one, you're able to tie yourself, right? Exactly, incubation systems, everything is in there. But there was always a gap. Why Amazon has started this e-commerce platform? Although various shops are there, we can go and we can ask for the things. But your relevant stakeholders herein is in consumer, who the students are major building blocks, right? So if they can see that someone is valuing them, someone has given them a platform wherein industry experts are coming in, right? Not just someone you are bringing in, yeah, for the sake of namesake that yes, please give lecture to create awareness, but they're able to recognize, yes, they're not seeing us of course students, if you're expert, you're not seeing students as someone, okay, let's talk to them. No one goes like that, right? But if this IPTSE IPTCon has provided this wonderful platform wherein people are coming and they're recognizing a nodal platform where a single window interface,
one ministry, two ministries, many ministries, then
everyone, yes,
yeah,
everyone, I will say
partnerships.
relevant stakeholders.
Yeah,
So everyone is coming in here and they are recognizing them, they're recognizing their efforts, they are recognizing, yes, they're recognizing the value that yes, students, you are our future, you should be knowing all
And
this.
then even after this is just the recognition part. I guess we provide students some much valuable course material.
That's a part of
Yes.
it, because they're able to learn so many things from the experts, from the freely relevant videos. Because if you'll see in YouTube, if you'll just type in, so many things will surface, but herein you have focused content,
Right.
wherein people can go and actually what is relevant for them, what is necessary for them if they're at beginner
And I guess
level.
people need to change the mindset.
Exactly.
That law, like being from a law background or anything related to being a lawyer, is not required for
Of
being
course,
an
of
IP
course.
expert and IP educated, basically.
I will say there is one more aspect which IPTSE IPTCon should be exploring in
Sure,
future,
sure.
because we have so many students in rural side as well,
Right.
right? So urban to we are already targeting, but what about the rural one? They who are going in universities, that's fine, but who don't know how to speak in English. We need to have course content for them, we need to
Right.
talk to them, we need to give them the convincing mindset for them as
I
well.
guess what is
See,
in multi-language content development.
multi-language, focus on Hindi, let's start with
Yeah.
Hindi and then going for of course multi-language. And I think we should try to onboard these kind of local people as well, tie up with them and give them, yes, or maybe one company or one stakeholder can come forward and give, okay, we want to sponsor you and we want to take this forward, this initiative, we want to lead this initiative forward, and let's work focusly on them as well. Because what I see in agri-tech, for example,
Yes.
in agri-tech is big boom, right? For the millet and so many things have been announced, right? But everything, you see, requirement, consumption and the market and the technology. See, the people who are actually working on ground, they know what are the problems. Like we say on the floor shop, the workers who are actually dealing with it, they know how to deal with it. What are the issues and challenges? Not the manager who is sitting on in their AC offices and they're saying what is the issue. So likewise, if we target for even for these kind of people, of course, giving them the ones who knows about it, using them as the master trainer.
Yeah, an opportunity to come up.
Exactly.
And I guess as IP Ethicon and IPTSE, we are also working like a Jamshedpur area. We are working with team there to promote IPR.
Yeah.
And since the last two editions, Jamshedpur has the mass and the most number of registrations.
Because they show that eagerness,
Yes.
they're willing to work. So as I have said earlier, so this is a wonderful platform. If you're targeting them, they know that yes, people are recognizing and they want us to be included in the mainstream. That's why they are coming to us.
And I guess for all this development, do you think there's any need of any reform in our laws, IP laws, that would also work well with the EBTC?
So see, what I see, IP laws always will, they will evolve with the time, case to case basis, right? So earlier it was enforcement issues, many enforcement issues, but in recent decisions of Delhi High Court, even in the pharma, the biotech, in the sectors, people can see, yes, there is a light. Courts are reliable, right? So they're giving very relevant or right decisions, right? So people are recognizing all these efforts, companies are recognizing, that's why they're coming in, they're establishing their shops in here, right? So if we want to really establish that, we want to acknowledge their efforts, we want to say yes, we want to we will not use pirated materials and all these things.
Yes.
Needs to be evolved.
After all these long years and hard work and everything, if you ever get the chance to just switch your profession or anything, where would you like to go?
See, I'll say earlier, because I have started from my technical education,
Yes.
I have done my bachelor's in analytical instrumentation honors,
Okay.
applied sciences, then master's in bioinformatics, then I've searched for IPR, then I have learned for so many. No,
Anxiety.
but I'm learning. I'm still
Yes.
learning. As being data protection officer in EBTC, I've learned about the data side aspects, right? So data now PD, this digital data protection law came, and then online gaming.
So I
So,
guess-
I'm going through. I think I'm evolving, and in future I'll go for policy, of course.
Okay, policy.
Yes, policy
And I guess we
initiatives.
can say wherever we are with no regrets.
Of course not.
The best.
I'm learning.
And the best is here.
Exactly. So we need to evolve, and I'll say there should be no regret because decision is ours, right? So no,
Okay.
I'm happy.
So I guess lastly, is there any short message for our viewers, for the students who are going to watch this?
Yes. One is that you need to be consistent. You need to be focused. Read more, learn more, and never fear to explore new territories.
Right. We totally agree.
So that's my message to youngsters, to everyone, because issues will come from your personal, professional side. You need to be a team player. You need to see how you can evolve, how you can cooperate and evolve. That's important. Never fear about taking new leaps or working or for new initiatives. You are starting something. Issues will come, challenges you will face definitely. Failures will be there, but we need to see failures as an opportunity. So that's my message.
Thank you, everyone. Here was another episode of IPTSE Podcast, India's IPR Podcast. Thank you.
Thank you for having me.